Hi all, welcome back to more DD at Peleliu. It's my take two part 21. We are on turn 12. We are about to do the second event, and I haven't looked up the rules for the night turn, which I probably should go away and have a little look at. Okay, well, I'll get the event started in the HQ phase. I did leave the last part feeling a bit down and a bit like deflated. Um, we took a couple more losses, or was it more than a couple? I think it was only no, it must have been more than two because we're sitting at 22. Yeah, and the loss limit's 24. Is that right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, we're sitting at 22 and the loss limit's 24. I want to say we started this turn sitting at 18. I feel like we were 6 away from catastrophic loss when I moved into the turn. So that would have been 18. 12, 18, 17, 18. So we've taken 4 more losses in this turn. Yeah, I think that's right. Not only that, we took both our infantry HQs were hit and disrupted here from this blue position. Managed to bring a star along with it, and yeah, that was a bit of a blow as well. I can't remember. Yeah, our tank as well got assaulted, and yeah, just feeling like a bit. Kind of wish in some ways that they just hit me give me 2 more catastrophic losses, and I could just be out of here. That's kind of how I was feeling, and maybe still am a little bit. Now, I did think about, well, when you wrap this up, if you do get these losses, I mean, because we're going in fact, you're going into the night turn needing 26, and I want to say, if we get some and remember, I think the Japanese get 2 fire cards, don't they? And if we get some assault actions on these fire cards, then I reckon that the game will be over in turn 13. I can see that happening. So I was thinking, well, what am I going to do next? I'm not really got anything planned. So as probably most of the time I'm like that. I'm like, oh right, I've come to the end of the game. What am I doing now? So I have read through rules of some other games, but nothing wargamey. I don't think I read a couple. I started reading the rules for combat. What other ones I was thinking about? Labyrinth, maybe. I did actually think I talked about Space Corp, John Butterfield game again, but not really. Well, not a war game. So I did think about that. I don't have the expansion or expansions if there's more than one. So I don't know. Then I started thinking, well, why not try it again? I don't know. I'd sort of like to, but I think that I've got that far into this, and it's what's happened in that last turn. Probably not just the last turn. Just realizing that they're whittling me down. I can't go about with that many of these 3 strength, 2 strength units and expect to get very far. Plus, they're not bringing weapons along with them. You're not bringing all the weapons, so I don't know. Setting it up and starting again. I thought, well, yeah. So I don't know. I might. What I might do if I record that? I don't think I'll upload it to BGG, unless for some reason I'm cruising along and we get some miraculous sort of things happening. Then I could always upload it later. But rather than bog down BGG where it's fair enough having my channel bogged down with my stuff, but that's my stuff, my channel, whatever. You come to my channel and watch it if you want. Or it doesn't need to be all on BGG. I maybe should have done that with a couple of things before. Just thinking about that today, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Was there not something else that I had? Navajo Wars. Yeah, Atlantic Chase had been talked about. Hal had mentioned it as well. I had played a bit of that back. I think I want to say it was probably just the training scenarios and that, the introductory scenarios that I'd played through when I got it, but quite enjoyed it. It's kind of weird and different. But then, same designer as Skies Above Britain, which I found quite strange as well, Skies Above Britain, but really enjoyed it. So, and it's popular. I like to choose this popular game. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll ponder on things and see. And I still actually do have Trismegistus across there. Not a war game, but I've never actually started. I wasn't going to record it at first. I was just going to start playing a little bit of it. But I don't know. It's just you really need to get yourself more. To be honest, I just need to get the game started, and it'll be fine. I'll probably start playing through it and probably quite enjoy myself. But okay, back to this. Yeah, let's do the event card then. So this is for turn. Yeah, I also made that blunder. We're not shuffling the deck. Okay, not a huge error, I suppose. I was still drawing a random card off the top of the deck that was left. But it should have been, the deck should have been shuffled in the end of round phase, end of turn phase. Yeah, it's just one of the things. I suppose I think I was just that annoyed with some things that have been happening recently. Okay, turn 12, second event. Here we go. Wow. Well, if there is only, I think it was it Eric had mentioned that I think there's only 2 of these in the deck, maybe, or is there only the one of them in the deck? We've drawn it a fair amount of times. So I depth to 2 Japanese units. My. Well, it might be strong. There's nothing really near. Well, maybe this guy, I suppose. So it's closest to, isn't it? And then maybe 2 of them. Did we not just draw that event quite recently as well? I think. Yeah, and then lowest ID number. So this is 3 away actually. This is a new one that's, well, I want to say he moved in from that red position maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 away. So we've got a 3 away down there, and we've got a 2 away there. He's got depth. He's got depth. They've both got depth. That's well, there you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How do you judge the range in that situation then? I don't know. I mean, for certain actions, you would have to say that, you know, if I'm wanting to be able to move to that unit, the range is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's 5 to that one. But as the crow flies in this situation, they're both 3 away. And I'm not sure. Closest in hexes to a US unit. To be honest, I think the literal reading of that is that that's 3 away and that's 3 away. Well, hold on. Can we get away with this and again just leave the question why in by saying this is 2 away, so this is definitely getting 1. There's nobody else that's 2. Oh, stop. We got rid of this depth, didn't we? How did we get rid of the depth? Yeah, we must have, the CC, we must have removed it. Well, that's gaining depth back, so we don't need to worry about them. Well, if somebody wants to tell me, for purposes of adding depth to Japanese units, are these considered 3 away from this unit? Because I'm just counting as a crow flies. Would you count as a crow flies for that? I'll leave that question there at the 9-minute or so mark. So this one's going to get 1, and the other guy that's 2 away. Oh, no, he's a tank, isn't he? He is a tank. Yeah, it's the disruption that puts me off. That's what I need to watch. So, but he's a tank. He was not a tank, so he's definitely getting 1 depth. because he's adjacent. I mean, it's not good, but we know we're going to have to go in and CC this guy anyway. Obviously, he's going to get to draw at least one more card now, quite possibly two, and maybe even three if it was CC on it. But I mean, we're going in and getting our full 5 cards on that one, so it's maybe not the worst place for it to go. Well, we'll wait and maybe hold judgment on that until we actually reveal the depth marker. So like I say, this is a tank. That's 2 away. Yeah, it's this guy here in the brown position. So he's going to get depth as well. I'm just also want to... yeah, it is him. It is him, Grant. Okay. Right, but if somebody does want to answer that other part there, please feel free. Okay, that was the second event. Right, HQ phase, and then what I might well do is maybe just pause for a bit. The thing is, I'm not sure what time I've got this evening. Right, well, HQ phase first, we can deal with that. Now, where aren't we going to settle this HQ? It is not infield fire anymore, because there's no purple tanks here. So it's not in purple. It's in blue, red and green. Blue, red, green. We've got them all. Communication doesn't matter. I seem to remember checking that recently and it doesn't matter. So that's fine. Yeah, I think for purposes, I'm quite keen on putting it down because I'm hoping this tank's going to go away. Well, the fact this is disrupted, that's a good thing that stayed disrupted then, because this is disrupted. That sucks actually, because we wanted to move that guy into there to create the flank, didn't we? And now we're going to have to wait another turn on making that move. That's rubbish. Is there a chance of barraging this brown position down though and moving somebody into here? That's a maybe. Because the tank's here. Must have moved that tank, did we? Yeah. Okay, so I think we do plant this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he cannot reach the brown position. He can. Just. So, in all honesty, we could do with getting this tank moving a bit, because there's nothing he could barrage down there. So I think I want to get that tank moving up. Which is fine, he's going to get free action. Right, so I'm going to establish a command post for 1-1 HQ here. And I'm not going to leave it lingering too long. I'm just going to probably grab this as a garrison and then abandon it again. Well, you know what, if we get to them levels. So that then goes on the track at 1, okay? And then the other one is 5-1. What was our thoughts there then? I mean, he can be placed in there. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be barraging brown, am I? I'm going to be barraging blue, I hope. If you plant that there, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? This is already garrisoned. I think it's a bit silly to plant this just now. 1, 2, 3, 4, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2. There's nothing to stretch out in garrison. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the purple position. That's it though. So I don't think it's in a very good spot. So I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, I'm going to leave that. And then 7-1 was already on, so it can jump up to 2 still. And now hold on. Bring that back. I forgot garrison's first, Grant. So yeah, there's none of that. Just can we garrison anymore at 2 range with us? No. Because purple's still firing into that even though it's disrupted. Were we happy leaving that command post down then as well? I think so. I mean, that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. It stretches up to there, 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 there. Here. Oh, stop. You've not got the 4 range yet, Grant. And yellow fires on there anyway. And then crows 1, 2, 3 across the blue here as well. So that's not a bad spot for that. But yeah, at a range of 2, it cannot garrison. I'd like to be able to garrison this one, but like I say, purple still firing into there. It doesn't matter if it's disrupted or not. So we will just move up. Right. Okay. Okay. Good. Yes, action phase then. Let me just pause for a second. Okay, might as well have a glance. There's not an awful lot here to see what happens in the overnight turn. So that playing Peleliu Assault scenario, turn 13 represents 11 hours off the 15-16 September overnight. To conduct this turn, use a special night sequence of play presented in this section. So this is what's going to happen next. This is next turn, not this turn. We're not going to have a US amphibious operations phase. That's not relevant then because we're fine. We've not got any units trying to land or anything like that. First event phase, do not draw an event card. However, if the Japanese counter-attack event has not yet occurred in the game, it occurs now. Implement the event per the event description and 13.4. If the counter-attack event has already occurred, no event occurs. Well, we haven't had it yet, so yeah, I think we're going to struggle to get through this overnight turn and still be playing the game. Okay. And then carries on, right? Japanese fire phase. You conduct as in the regular sequence of play with the following adjustments. And you just know these adjustments aren't going to be good. Well, right away, it says conduct 2 Japanese fire phases in a row. So we're going to draw 1 and then resolve it all and then do another 1. So it says Japanese fire hits US units only in hexes adjacent to the firing position. Fire into non-adjacent hexes is disregarded. For Japanese actions other than fire, the fields of fire are not restricted. So if it's just normal, any kind of fire, it's not going to fire any range. Yeah, I was going to say like mortar fire and artillery fire, but it tells you this further on. But there's nothing, any kind of assault action on that, there's no restriction on that. That's what I'm saying. If we get an A, if we got that card that we got the last time, this turn, it's got 2 A's on it, that would be devastating. But I suppose that card's up on the card track. So unless we shuffle between now and then, which I don't think we should be. Okay. And well, interestingly, that was one card that I'd drawn out of course because I should have shuffled the deck first. Hey-ho. Anyway, let's not go back and bother about that. So treat all M action letters on fire cards as no letter. So there's no machine guns. Obviously, fire is not going to extend anyway. It's just fire adjacent. And obviously, mortar fire is not going to come into it. A unit instructed to perform the artillery action conducts no action. For purposes of tracing Japanese communication, US units control only the hex each occupies. Japanese communication may be traced through hexes adjacent to US units. So we need to watch that as well. It probably won't come into it, but yeah, we can't sort of lock communication on them. Well, certainly not easily. It needs to be the unit in the hex, so you need to block it off with units, not I was going to say zones of control, but not adjacent hexes and whatever. And then the second event phase, Second event phase you skip. HQ phase you skip, so we don't get an HQ phase. US action phase. Conductors in regular sequence of play with the following adjustments. HQs and CPs, now this is important and it's not good. HQs and CPs have a command range of 0. That is, they only command units in their own hex. Okay, so we need to, that is the biggest thing to remember when we finish this, when we finish our action phase here, I think. US units may move only one hex, okay, so we're not going to be doing any dashing about. US units conducting infiltration do not make an infiltration check. Okay, that's a plus, but the fact you're only moving one hex anyway. Oh no, that doesn't matter. You still need to stop adjacent anyway. So, but anyway, it's unlikely to be an issue. US attacks may not include range fire, so we can't fire from range. Naval fire, dauntless airstrikes. Right, we've no naval fire, dauntless airstrike markers, but we can't do that, and we can't also do any range fire. Yeah, so you can only attack adjacent, and you can CC. Barrages may not be conducted, so again, none of this. So let's barrage that and jump in for CC, so we'll not be able to do that. Japanese communication may be traced through hexes adjacent to US units, and that's just what I was saying about the Japanese communication part. Okay, and then the end of the turn. Let's see. Well, there's only 2 units there, yeah, but there's worse to come. End of turn. Conductors in the regular sequence of play with the following additions. Japanese reorganisation. Now this is, I've scored out the bit that they amended, they adjusted. So mix together face down all elite eliminated units. Now we've got only 2, so we'd mix together the 2 and blindly draw half of those rounded down. So we'd be drawing one of those and then place them in the Japanese reserve box face down. So I mean, the fact that we've only got 2 of these sounds like it's good, but it probably isn't good, because it probably means that we've not eliminated enough units to come anywhere close to having a result in this game. So anyway, so they go in the reserve box face down, and then that was the bit that got taken out, the non-elite eliminated units, but we don't do them. And then finally, just to make it rub the salt into any wounds that you've already received, you flip all revealed Japanese units and depth markers to the unrevealed side. Now, I'm assuming tanks don't go that way, so I'm assuming it means... Where's the right turn? 16. Japanese reorganisation, disregard the second sentence. That is, do not move any non-elite eliminated units to reserve units. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mention tanks there, but tanks don't start unrevealed anyway. So now, if they had depth though, and they had depth revealed. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that doesn't say. Flip all revealed Japanese units and depth markers to the unrevealed side. Maybe go and have a look at that. I don't mean the tanks don't start unrevealed. I don't think they become unrevealed at all, but their depth markers do start unrevealed, so maybe they would get flipped. I don't know, maybe the tanks do. It doesn't say, does it? Maybe we'll have a quick look at that now, actually. But anyway, you can see there's some nasty things going on there. And like I say, one of the things we need to remember is this is only going to command whatever it's in that hex with it, and the same with an actual HQ. The infantry HQs are still, they're just as is. They command what's in their hex. Infantry wise, that's in the hex. You need to watch this possibly. But I mean, I don't know. You're only getting to move one hex, aren't you? Yeah, it's a bit of a slow kind of turn, and it's just surviving the Japanese fire phase, I think. Things that will get unrevealed. So this would get unrevealed. I'm not sure, like I say, about the tanks now. I'm starting to wonder. This would get unrevealed. We don't know what that depth is. We're probably going in for a shot at this. So, and then these get unrevealed. Now I want to say in the previous game I took a note of what these were. I took a note of the positions, and you might say that doesn't sound like a grant. Grantos type thing, you know. Sounds like that should be taboo, and there's nothing to say. The information's open. If you think about it, if we're meant to know what this is just now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't know what the depth is there. Do we know that one? Yeah. If we are meant to know what this information is right now, and then it goes and becomes unrevealed again in the same hex, then surely my infantry headquarters here has took note of what's required. That's my take on it thematically. That if they know just now, they're going to know later. You know, going overnight, what is it? They've lost them. They've slept on it and forgot about it overnight. No, I don't think so. And nothing in the rules to say that you can't do it. Maybe it sounds a little bit gamey, but you know what? This game's really hard. So, if I'm still alive, I'll be doing that. So there you go. Whether it helps me or not, well, it clearly would help you if you knew that you were going into this hex and you knew that you know. Remember, when it becomes unrevealed, I can't close combat it because it's unrevealed. I can't barrage it, so I do have to attack it. But if I know it's needing artillery and browning and it's only got one strength, the browning's only got one strength. Remember, the depth marker's getting unrevealed as well. So it wasn't it? Yeah. So the depth marker's getting unrevealed as well. So I can work out what I need to attack. Whether you think that's a bit naughty, I don't know. But like I say, the game's too bloody hard as it is. So, okay. Well, I kind of know what I need to do. So shouldn't I just bash on? I'm just going to have a little look, see if I can find out about these tanks becoming unrevealed. I don't think they should, but there's nothing saying it there. That's what's bothering me. I couldn't find out on BGG, and I'm just looking at the rules about Japanese tank units to see if it may say that they can never be unrevealed or something like that. Or I mean, I know they don't get depth again, but I think that rule's not even in the tank bits. I think it's probably in the depth part, isn't it? Tank exception. Each Japanese tank unit begins the game with a depth marker. May not receive another, even if the original depth marker is lost. So that's in 9.2, 9.22 right at the end in the red. And then at the end of the Japanese tank units, bit 13, it just says no terrain defense benefit. Japanese armor units and depth markers receive no benefit from terrain. Do not double an armor unit strength when attacked, regardless of the terrain. They don't withdraw and they're not placed in eliminated units box, they just remove them from play. Oh, hang on. Initial tank disruption. All Japanese units start the game disrupted. No. First action a tank unit performs is to remove the disruption. So yeah, we know they start revealed. Is there anything at the beginning then maybe tells me? Well, that's a setup of them, isn't it? Japanese units. Make them face down. Place armor units in the positions of the map. Then flip each armor unit to its revealed side and place a disruptive marker on each armor unit. Well, you know what? I can't find any in the rules that tells me that. And then during the night turn, this guy's going to be unrevealed. So is he, and so is he. Which is rather brutal as well. The one thing that will happen is that the counter-attack event is going to go on. That's the other thing we need to prepare for. Yeah. Well, that's it. This bit in the rules as well, isn't it? It's page 29. So. Well, there you go. The first step of the Japanese counterattack stance is to flip all Japanese tank units and play to the revealed side, if not already revealed. Then you remove the tank unit's depth marker, if any, permanently from play. Remove disruption markers from the units if present. So the disruption's coming off as well. and then they get a counter-attack death marker. And so each one of the tanks have I done something here? No? Is that guy there, yeah? Yeah, I think so. Each one of the tanks, and the counter-attack action happens right at the beginning of the Japanese fire phase. So you draw the Japanese fire card, then doesn't matter what colours or symbols are on the card, what letters are on the card, you do the Japanese counter-attack action. And then, so for that action for Japanese units in counter-attack stance are limited to movement and close combat. To conduct a counter-attack action, move the counter-attack unit to a hex within 3 hexes. The unit does not fire, and then among hexes there's some preferences. So, I mean, right now, this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, or 3, probably this guy. He's going to assault him. Over here, remember this disruption's going away, so he's going to attack one of these, and he's going to come and attack one of these as well. The chances of me, I mean, okay, the loss limit goes up to 26, but I'm sitting at 22. Chances of me surviving, I think are slim. So that's the other thing we need to prepare for. We need to prepare our units to be ready for close combat. And I think that's all we should be really trying to do, unless there's some real obvious things. Like, if we could have took this tank out, then yes, by all means, but we cannot. So even keeping this disrupted is pointless, because it's going to undisrupt. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I maybe shouldn't put too much thought into it, because I don't think it's going to make any odds. I think we're on our way out. If I don't get around to finding out about this tanks thing, if somebody wants to, yeah, I don't see any in the rules that say they don't get unrevealed. So I guess that's what would happen. And the fact that very first step is to flip them all to the revealed side suggests to me that they could be unrevealed somehow. Is there an event that unreveals all Japanese units or something? Oh no, if you attack them though. Yeah. Well, that does mean that they can become unrevealed, Grant. That's what our point is here. Yeah, if we were to attack one, and we... Which one is it? What am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong bit. Yeah, if we attacked and we had less strength than them, and it was a unit and an unrevealed depth marker, then we would be disrupted and the unit would become unrevealed. So, and there's nothing to say that it wouldn't apply to a tank as well. Okay, so that's fine. I'm going to unreveal the tanks then. Oh, good. Right, US action phase, that's where we're at. So let's do it. Yeah, I'm still, I mean, I'll tell you what I've been thinking though about this whole disruption, removing the disruption. It's a bit weird all this, but I don't see the point, and there's no point in removing the disruption. And there's no real point in having that rule / suggestion. You call it what you want. And there's no point in having that there, really. I don't see the point, because disrupted units, and just let me finish here by saying that, and I know Martin said that it's clearly in the rules that you can't use a disrupted unit to carry out an observation. I get that, I understand that, but my interpretation was at the time that when I do this, that this unit is now not disrupted anymore. Now, that might be crazy to you, and you might think, well, that's stupid, and yeah, you're probably right, but that's what I thought. And it wasn't until, let's say, Tracy just pointed out to me that it says in the rules that this is the last thing you do. I mean, the other guy's throwing that at me. Hal pointing out, saying his comment about that looked like it could have come from the rule book, saying that this is the last thing you do. You have to carry out. It is correct, but I just wish that very bit had been pointed out to me. Obviously, none of the rest of the guys have seen that as well, because surely you just highlight. All you need to do is highlight that rule, and it's the very start of Rule 7, isn't it? The very first bit. Remove disruption after all other actions completed. Any unit with a disruption marker. So I don't really see the point in it all. And whether, I mean, I guess the rule / suggestion is just there to keep you right as well. By saying, I mean, I guess it does. It actually makes more sense now that I still feel like it's been meant as a suggestion, but it kind of makes sense. Don't do it to the end, because you're not allowed to do it. It doesn't become undisrupted until the end. So, yeah, so I think I'll leave them for now, because I think I'll change my tune with this, because if I do this, right, and then I maybe forget and maybe think to myself, well, this is an infantry HQ unit, so he's made a move maybe from here to here. And then I say, right, let's do some barraging, and he's in blue here, so he can spot for this. And I've maybe forgot that he was actually disrupted, thinking he's actually made a move. So I'm not going to do it anymore, no, because it's not right. But I genuinely thought they were becoming undisrupted. There you go. That's what I was thinking was happening. So I know, stupid, yeah, probably. But anyway, again, maybe just reading the rules, I always thought about it thematically. I even said at the beginning, it doesn't feel right because these guys are disrupted. And when we go into the US action phase, so how are they getting to do something? And of course, people are saying they can only do one action. It's a free action, remove disruption. Then I'm saying, but yeah, observing is not considered an action. But that's not the point. They're still considered disrupted, aren't they? Okay, I've got it. I'm going to leave them like that from now on, because I think that could cause some added grief for me. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. They're just sitting there anyway. They're sitting there doing nothing. So, what are we going to do? I mean, there's nothing we can do with this, guys. We wanted to try and barrage blue to try and move up here. Oh, God. Yeah, and this is overstacked, remember, Grant. Everything's like 1 strength, 2 strength, and 3 strength. There's a 7. That must be about one of the few we've got. Actually, I think we've got a couple more over the other side, haven't we? It's been doing better over the other side. He's been hit as well now. The one with the hero, is he not full strength? I think it's better over this side. Yeah, it certainly is. We've got much better things happening over here. Well, we'll see if we can get this barrage over and then see if we can rush up to this guy. Might as well, eh? What's the last card? You know what? It's not blue. Let's do it. It is a circle, but well, it doesn't matter. He's on his own. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and of course this guy got shoved back, and he lost his strength. So that is really rubbish because he can't even reach this either. He can't reach that. Fortunately, he doesn't need to disrupt that because it's already disrupted, but. And this one down here is wasted now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he can. Yeah, that's not any use. That needs flanked. So. Yeah, this is the only one that can attempt barrage on that. So I'm going to do it. He's in command of an HQ. He's in range, and one of these guys are spotting for him. And yeah, so we need blue. Hurrah, good. That was a diamond, which wouldn't have done anymore. Okay, so we get disruption on the blue tank at last. Now, hold on. Well, yeah, because I've already said that these are going to remove their disruption in this counter-attack situation. But we can make a rush up to him here. And he's going to rush down to us. So aren't we better going up there? I think so. Well, what we need to prepare for is him. He's going to counter-attack by attacking the nearest, was it? Well, no, it's just within 3 hexes. Hang on. Actions for limited movement, close combat to conduct counter. Move the CA unit to a hex within 3 hexes of the unit's current hex. The unit does not fire. Right, hold on though. If it's right adjacent to me, it wants to move to an unoccupied position hex with a field of fire into a US landing beach hex. I don't think it's going to be able to do that. If it moved to here, well, hold on. No, an unoccupied position hex. Yeah, so I mean, even if it was to move to here, that's as good as it could get. Then red only fires to here, even with its extension. And this is not unoccupied, and it's not likely to be either. So the second priority is a hex occupied by a US unit, even if not in a position hex, and more than one, the hex closest to a US landing beach hex, then the southernmost immediately conduct close combat. Right, southern, where's southern again? Southern's that way. So it's kind of, well, it's to my right. That's a strange one, isn't it? Why is it that? Then the southernmost. Okay, so if we were to put 1 unit there and 1 unit there, he's going to close combat that. He's going to move in and close combat that one because that's southernmost. If we were to put 1 unit there, 1 unit there, and actually leave something. Yeah, so in actual fact, it's not going to. It's not going to bother about these guys here. It's going to go for this here. Because how far can it move? What? There's no range here. Oh, I must be missing something. Ah, no. To conduct a counterattack action, move the counterattack unit to a hex within 3 hexes of the unit's current hex. The unit does not fire. Yeah, so it's still only moving within 3 hexes. But now it doesn't need to be a position hex. However, it wants to go to the hex. It will go to the nearest, within 3 hexes, US units that are closest to the beach. So, in actual fact, do we need to bother moving them? Well, it seems like a good idea to move up there to be able to just stroll into there though, because he's going to move out of that. You know? I mean, even if I just put this little wimpy guy up there, he's not getting a free action though. So what I think I want in here is 5 cards in it for a CC. So okay. Yeah. I prefer to. Yeah, I think, well, you're going to have to vacate that X. If I vacate that X and put that into there, that's giving us the 5 cards. Although I could leave this HQ with that 7 strength, maybe. What's the point in that, though, Grant? There's not an engineer here as well. There is, but yeah, if you're going to have that 7 strength unit, you're better with having an infantry HQ with him, aren't you? He's probably going to get slaughtered anyway, though. Well, you definitely need to move at least one thing out of that hex. Well, I could do this. This gets a free action, and go 1, 2 up to there. Bear in mind, he's then not going to get free action next turn. You're going to have to spend an action on to move in. So let's be more sensible and keep them together, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 1, 2. He's going to move to there. And remember, blue's disrupted, so we can stroll through it. And if we've worked it out right, so yeah, and I'm moving that into there. So worked it out right, this should attack this. Now, hold on. If we had something here or here, yeah, you've got to watch. You don't want anything in there then, because closest to US landing beach hex, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, so that's 6 away. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away as well, right? That one. But that's southernmost. And it's within 3, so I don't want to occupy that hex. Or I do want to occupy that hex to draw him down to there. That's the other thought. But if I do that, it means putting that into there, which is then in green's field of fire as well, and purple's if it was to come down to it. So I think just keep out that hex, Grant. Don't put anything in there. Well, I remember that. Maybe not. Let's put that there. Right, I was on pause there for quite some time, so no idea where I was. Yeah, were we here? Move this guy up to here. I think that's where we were. Thinking ahead to this counter-attack event. Hoping that we've got things right here and how things are going to happen next turn, being the night turn, and the counter-attack event's not triggered yet. So yeah, moving this up to here, he's not going to attack that. Hopefully that should be able to go step into that hex. So that's quite nice. We've got this prepared, so I don't want to put a unit here. That was it. It's alright putting one this side, but not this side. And these are all in command. Remember, this is overstacked, this hex. So what about the other tanks? And hold on here, it's not just the tanks that are going into counter-attack. Yeah, let's double check that bit. There's 4 other units as well. Up to four Japanese non-tank units within 3 hexes of at least 1 Japanese tank unit, and not in an artillery position. They're also going to enter counter-attack stance. Within what? 3. Oh my. So he's going to get him. So he's going to get him. He's going to get either him or him or him. And he's going to get him. So hang on, that's 1. Are we going to get all 4 of them then? All 3 of them and that 1. I think so. If more than 4 non-tank units are within 3 hexes of a tank unit and not in an artillery position, hang on, that is an artillery position. That doesn't count. That's fine. That's fine. So I think more than 4. Select the 4 closest to a tank unit. Select up to 4 Japanese non-tank units within 3 hexes of at least 1 Japanese tank unit. I knew she was what? The wee dog come up there. She's like down at the bottom of the steps, whinging to get up. I've been up here for about, how long I've just been on pause there. 2 or 3 minutes or something. Right, give me a minute. Right, okay. So, yeah, so that one's within 3 of that. That one's within 3 of that. That one's within 3 of that. And there's not a 4th. It's not a fourth within 3. Well, this one is within 3, but it's artillery. So, yeah. So they're all going to enter counter-attack as well. So we need to... Well, he's going to be too far away to do anything. He's going to be involved. He's going to be involved. He's going to be involved. We know what he's going to do. This guy, to be honest, I think... Ooh. Damn it. I think he's going to move into that position, isn't he? Ah, that's ugly. And the thing is, you don't want to put him in there because he'll counter-attack that. And all this is going to happen before we get to react. I'm assuming they're going to go... This one's going to move before that one. If multiple choices exist... How do we know which one starts first? Conduct the counter-attack action 1 unit at a time, beginning with the CA unit closest to a US landing beach hex. Sorry, a US landing beach. If equally close, then the southernmost unit goes first. Ooh, that would be nice, because that's southern of that, but he's 1 hex behind, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Let me stretch that out a bit. I think he's 9 hexes away from the beach. I'm just going to call this the beach, right? The ones with arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look at that. That's good. So he's going to go before him. Is that not right? So that could help us out here, I think. Because the last thing I want is this coming down, charging into this, and then this coming down, going into that hex. You know, I at least want to gain this hex out of this, which I think I might be able to get away with, but... Well, I suppose we'll see. I might have this all worked out wrong. Yeah. Closest to a US landing beach. Actually, that becomes 8 going right down there. So I counted 9 before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's actually 8. Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. Ah, so this is 9. No. So it is gonna be him. Damn it. How can that work out? Yeah, I suppose he is in that hex row in front of this one. No, it's 9. You're not going to get it, Grant. I think this hex along here. Is this not a landing beach hex? No. No, that's the landing beach is stop here. Yeah, I'm not getting away with that. This is 9 away from the beach, and this, although it's 9 away from these, it can get 8 away. It's 8 away from that one, that one, that one. It's 9 away from them, but it's 8 away from them. So, I mean, these ones might go first, but between these two, that one's going to go first. And it's going to go in there. And then that one, unless I can tempt it. Ooh, that's cheeky, Grant. That's cheeky. I don't know if I was coming back there after taking the wee dog down, that thinking, is this a bit gamey, trying to look into all this and trying to plan for it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we're trying to plan for the night ahead, aren't we? And we've got to know what's going to happen because it's in the rules. I don't know, maybe a little gamey, yeah. So, could I set up a target for that guy then? I could, like I've said, if I put it here. Now hold on. You don't really want to have it there because I want to be able to move from there to there. 1, 2, 3. No, that's going through intense green. I cannot go through this hex. And I'll have to stop in that hex. That's annoying. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not able to get there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. I've counted that wrong. I was thinking it needed to be in that hex. In that hex. If I can put something in that hex, which I think I can, he'll go for that. I'm going to be sitting in intense green though. Any way to disrupt that? No, this is out of range. This is out of range. Yeah, this is causing me more trouble than it needs to, I think. Well, the counter attack is going to happen before green gets to do its thing. So you could just take a chance, couldn't you? And would, hang on, if I put something there though, would this still go to there? Yeah, because it's closer to the beach, isn't it? Yeah. And surely, yeah, if I'm in here, that's going to be closer to the beach. Yeah. Okay, so if I put something in there, well, hang on, 1, 2, 3. Well, that was the other way you were trying to think about it, wasn't it? I mean, I can get something in there though, and it is safer. Is that not better then, Grant? Well, if this, yeah, because if this comes in here and attacks a unit in there, then it's going to end up disrupted in that hex. And then we stroll into there. So yeah, let's just go for here. So you want something that's got some meat about it though. And I'm not sure if I've got much of that. Oops. Yeah, no, that is right. He's a 2-3. So I mean, I could bring both of these. Well, hang on. What am I want to get to there? So to be honest, it's only that guy that can do it. So hang on, I'm going to move these two. They're getting a free move from this. Yeah, let's just do it. 1, 2, 3. So they would get 4 cards drawn, not 5. That tank's still in there. So I think right now in that situation, this will attack this. This will then attack this. Because they're ending in close combat, as long as we don't withdraw, then he'll be disrupted. Well, hold on. If he's in a non-position hex, no, he can't go there. What are you talking about, Grant? Well, yeah, he can. Does he just go back to where he came from then? Oh dear. Right, hang on. Oh yeah, and reading into this, I remember there's some benefits to the counter attack. You don't draw an additional card for Japanese attacking because it's in counter attack stance. We get to draw an additional card because he's in the counter attack stance. We would remove disruption markers for all participating US units, if any, before revealing cards. And, oh yeah, this is an important bit, and I almost forgot. If any US units are in hexes adjacent to the close combat hex, the US side reveals the first card each round of close combat. So yes, we need to... And he's going to get... And you might say, what colour is he going to get? He's going to get the colour of whatever this... Not them. They're each going to get a depth marker, and you can see they've got different colours on them. So that's going to be the colour of the close combat in the hex. And I can only assume he's going to actually move back to that hex. Unless he... Well, no. Yeah, he can't stay in that hex. He can't stay in that hex. Japanese units don't reside in non-position hexes. A Japanese unit counter-attack stance receives no terrain benefits when attacked, or when attacked by US units. Yeah, okay. Weaving counter-attack stance... Okay, I think we just go to close combat. We use the colour that's on the counter-attack chart, and let's just see, ending close combat by exhaustion. Yeah, if it's ended by elimination, the survivors remain in the hex and become disrupted. Exception. A Japanese unit conducting close combat in a non-position hex as part of the assault action becomes disrupted and is moved to a nearby position hex. Nearby. Ooh. So it could end up going in there then, couldn't it? Damn it. That just says by the assault action though, it doesn't. Counter-attack adjustment. Yeah. That just says the assault action. This isn't really the assault action that's been carried out, is it? Or is it counted as that? Select during they conduct the counter-attack action. So if multiple hexes, right, where does it say? Yeah, because what he's going to do is enter a hex that is occupied by a US unit, even if not a position hex. If more than one, the hex closest to a US landing beach hex, then the southernmost hex, immediately conduct close combat. Yeah, because if I don't give him a target, he's going to go in there. But if I do give him a target and we don't kill him, he's, I think, going to retreat into there, end up back in there rather than go back to where he was. I think. I'm starting to get too heavily into this, so I'm at an hour, so I'm going to leave that. He is only one unit. He's not going to get... Remember, we're going to get an extra card as well. I think I'm just going to leave that. We want units adjacent, so I think I'm going to move this tank. He's getting a free action as well. I think I'm just going to move this tank up into there. Right, I know I don't like putting it in there. That's what that's for. Well, that's fine. Let's get moving on, Grant. Yeah, I'm just going to move forward, I think. I don't know. I don't know what these are going to do across here. It's starting to hurt my head about this, to be honest. Well, I'll have a look at it in a minute. I mean, I can't really give it much support. See, this could do with somebody else. This is only going to get 3 cards. This would get 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And when I say 4, I'm not counting the 1 extra that we're going to get. Something could do with going in there, and we can't reach there. Well, yeah, you could move that 2-step unit in there. Come on. He was only 1 step, yeah. Hey, you're jumping all over the place now, Grant. You're starting to annoy me. Never mind everybody that's watching. Yeah, so the best I could do with that is move that from there to there, and that's a paid for action, by the way. And then move one of these guys, well, no, this guy, 1, 2, 3, into there. Paid for action. Oh dear. Okay, 7-1 stretching out 2 hexes. 1, 2, that's a free action. That would be an action. Right, you know what? I don't need any actions down here at all. So I'm going to use this action to move this guy, K35, from here into here. I'm not going to tilt him, but I'm going to put the US action marker on, taken marker on him. So that's now 3 steps in the hex. And then this guy here, yeah, that's the best you can do, isn't it? He's getting a free action from that. So I'm going to move him 1, 2, 3 into there. That guy underneath's not going to move. I very much doubt it. Okay, that's moved up. That's just use 1 action. I think I know what's going to happen with that, but I'm giving up now on studying it too much. Yeah, we've got this guy under here as well. So I suppose I should move him out as well. Are we moving the HQ up? The tank's going to get left behind. Oh, did I not set the HQ? No, I did not. And I suppose ideally you want the HQ in there then, don't you? Yeah, I think setting the HQ was a rubbish idea where it was. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna, and then finally I'm gonna move the HQ 1, 2, 3. I think. Yeah, let's just move on and do it, Grant. Come on. I suppose this guy could do with going somewhere where that's 2 units, 2 units, 2 units. Yeah, that's fine. I think I'm just going to leave this stuff anyway. Oh, we've got this tank here. Oh, I can't do nothing with that. Yeah, did I not say let's get this tank moved on? Why was I hoping? Yeah, I was hoping to be able to deal with this so we could at least then garrison this and then move on with HQ. Right, I'm going to move this tank out somewhere. And these are hexes that these tanks... Is it just the tanks can move in there? No, I think it's any unit can move in there. Provisional counter-attack positions. The 3 provisional positions hexes on the map are considered Japanese positions when a CA unit is performing a counter-attack action. When a Japanese unit is in a provisional counter-attack position, it projects no field of fire. So that's quite interesting as well. So if they're sitting in there, they don't have a field of fire. Um, yeah, I don't feel like bursting this away as well because this could come charging in. So, yeah, you want a unit adjacent to that. Well, I could dump this guy in there, I suppose. So let's move him 1, 2 into there. Because if you're going to move this tank out, where are we going to move the tank then? This brown position's they're probably not going to be there anymore. As the command post might stay there. And it would increase its range to 2. So if I put that guy there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he can reach that. He can reach that hex. He can reach most of these hexes down here, if any of them become revealed. Which they might well do if they do the assault action, you know. So hang on, if we get 2 Japanese fire cards, does the counter-attack happen? Oh, it does, won't it? It's going to happen twice, Grant. Oh, I don't even know why you're bothering carrying on with this. It's going to happen twice, isn't it? I think it is. Right, let's wrap this up. Well, I've got stuff to do over there though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to move this tank into there then, just randomly, I guess. Coming along here, can we go in on this guy then? Yeah, because we put this here. He built depth. I don't think we know what it is. Is that right? Yeah, I can see the word depth underneath there. So yeah, so a free action, he's moving in. Going to have a close combat there. Yeah, let's just get on with it. I feel like my days are numbered. And my days, I mean, this day is probably. I don't think we're going to get through the night turn and be alive still. That's what I feel. That was already disrupted, so he can. Well, right. No, what are we doing down here? What are we doing down here? BR, AR, yeah, so he can supply the AR and we're going to get the BR, so we can take this out. This needs CC'd, which we don't really want to do. We want to there's no point barraging that because you're going into the night turn. Well, no, barrage it and go in. I can't, that's out of range. This guy's not. Can we do that? Can we do that? Can that tank barrage that? No, we can't. Or can he? Yeah, he's in command in the blue. Is that all right? So if I was to barrage that and go in and CC that, yeah. And I think we can take this out. What we need here is it's 1, but it's in jungle, so it's doubled to 2, 4. So I need 8 strength with a Browning and artillery. This gives me the artillery. Yeah, so I need that time for that anyway, not for the barrage. And that gives me the Browning, and that's 9 strength, and that's job done, isn't it? Right, so why are we thinking about that too much, Grant? I think I want to do this barrage first. Yeah. I'm not so sure it matters. Right, the barrage, this would be another action though. So that is your action, but I think, oh no, stop. He's in command, he is in command, sorry. It's got a 2 hex range. So, yeah, he's spotting for that. He's in command. Right, last card was blue. Was a blue diamond. Oh, come on. Stop doing that to me. Well, you've no other tanks that are going to barrage Grant, so you're just going to have to hope. I mean, I want blue. I don't. Well, the diamond obviously is good, but... Right, so free action, barrage here. These guys are spotting, observing for him. Yeah, I need blue, and a blue diamond would be excellent. Right, I've got blue. I'm delighted with that, because getting another blue diamond after the last card was a blue diamond would have been... I was more worried about not getting the blue. So, okay, we get the disruption, and it's not artillery, and that was good. Right, so now, what I was thinking is, this guy can move in there, can't he? If that was going away. Can he? No, he can't. He can't, because he's got to stop here. Right, so it's going to have to be the HQ then. Hold on. Not necessarily. Well, hold on. These guys are going on, right? We've barraged that hex, so this and this are going in for close combat. I'm starting to wonder if this video is getting too long, because I've got these close combats to deal with as well. There's at least two. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop here, and it's a strange place to stop, but it's an hour and 16 minutes. This is, it's going to continue on more than an hour and a half, so I'm going to come back. Yeah, I'm just going to wrap it up. That's fine. That's fine. So, but I'm going to come straight back. I'm just wanting to cut the video, I think. So, we'll be back with the next part very soon. Okay, cheers.